What's up, guys? Kaijudoyoshi here. That was like a really weird intro. So yeah, sorry I have not been continuing my series of the Evo Fury reviews, but I got kind of busy. And yeah, so now we're going to continue with the darks, and sadly, we have to start with this card. There are a lot of bad rares in this set. Man. Alright, so yeah. This is a darkness creature, level 4 Chimera. It's a double breaker, and it's 6,000 power. Its ability is unstable. When this creature wins a battle, banish it. Yeah, I don't like this card. I mean, it's just like a completely aggro card. It's not needed. It's not good. It gets hit, like, by Bone Blades, Return to the Soil, even Ice Blade. I mean, like, this thing's just vulnerable to everything. If you win a battle with it, it gets banished. It's not a good card. It's not worth running. There are better cards to run over this. This is going to get a 1.5 out of 5 because it's not completely terrible. It says if it wins a battle, which means that if it runs over like a monster, if it just goes to like break shields, it'll live, which doesn't make it terrible, but it's still really bad. So yeah, 1 out of 5. Next up is Giga Bulver. And yeah, they finally got all the art up, I think. Alright, so yeah, decent artwork. So yeah, Darkness creature, level 1, Chimera, power 3000, its ability is Decompose. When this creature attacks, banish it at the end of the attack. So yeah, this is, unlike the Chimera Tyrant, this, if it attacks at all, it gets banished. So yeah, basically this thing is going to go in for one hit, and then it's going to die. If it breaks a shield, it dies. If it runs over something, it dies. So yeah, I don't like this card. If they just gave something like a 1 for like 500 power normal, that would be fine. I mean, that would probably be like way too good for Dark. But still, I mean, this card isn't really good. I mean, you're pretty much... Some people will be like, it's better than just passing for the first turn, but it's like, really isn't. I'd rather just keep whatever cards in my hand for later than just have this in my hand. And then just summon it and either break a shield, then it dies, and that's a -2. Or run over a monster, and then it dies, and then that's not... You don't even get any advantage from that. That's a 1-for-1. It's not good. So yeah, this is going to get a 2 out of 5. I mean, it's a level 1, which is interesting. But yeah, it could have been better. Alright, next up is Gigazanda. Alright, this is a darkness creature that's level 2. Its race is Chimera. Its power is 2000. It's a normal. This card's good. It's better than Brain Squirmer because it's Chimera. There's so many Chimera evolutions now. It's crazy. This card will be very good with all the amount of evolutions that there are. So yeah, I think that this card is going to get a 3.5 out of 5. It's a decent bait for the evolution and stuff. And yeah, I think it's a pretty not poorly designed card at all, really. I mean, it's basically the same thing as Brain Squirmer, just better. Alright, so yeah, that was Gigazanda. Next up is Hydra Medusa. Speaking of Chimera evolutions, this is a Darkness evolution creature that's level 5. Its race is Chimera. Its power is 5000. It's an evolution. Its ability is Eradicate. When this creature enters the battle zone, banish target enemy creature. This card is amazing. I don't know why this is an uncommon, but Chimera Tyrant is a rare. That doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever. Alright, so yeah. Basically, this is a Razorkinder that can hit anything instead of just tap creatures, and it has a boosted 1000 power for 2 less mana. But of course, you have the evolution thing. So, unlike Razorkinder, how Razorkinder is a +1, this is just going to be a 1-for-1. This card's still a really good 1-for-1. You can do something like drop your Scarador of Gloom Hollow, block a Gill of Flame, then go back to your turn and like put another mana in, and they go and you can block again. Then you can just drop this if you want to get rid of something else. There's lots of cool things you can do with this, and like Scarador of Gloom Hollow, and even the new Gigazanda, all these new cards that came out. Decent combos. And yeah, this card, it can get rid of anything, so you get rid of all the threats. Yeah, there's nothing really that's bad about this card. It's decent attack, a good effect. It's a great race for an evolution, and yeah, decent mana too. So this is going to get a 4.5 out of 5. Definitely a good design for an evolution card. I don't know why this is uncommon. This should probably be like a rare or a very rare in my opinion. But yeah. Alright, next up is Locomotivator. Alright, this is a darkness creature that's level 3. Its race is Tarborg, even though it's a train, but I'm not going to go into that. Maybe there's something about it I don't see. Its power is 3000. Its ability is Doom Whistle. When this creature enters the battle zone, choose one of your shields and put it into your hand. Why doesn't this break it? Even then, it still wouldn't be amazing, but the fact that it doesn't break it makes it, like, way worse. Yeah, this card's really not that good. You're basically wasting your turn to lower your defenses, but get yourself a +1. I mean, +1s are cool and all, but, like, I'm not sure if I'd want to waste my turn and lower my life. Or my... I'm going to say life, because I guess shields are life, but yeah. This card could be interesting, though. If this card broke the shield, it would be a lot better, because then you could trigger stuff like Barrage if you needed to, Storm Spark if you needed to, and it would just be so much better. But the fact that it can't makes it a little worse. I'm still going to give this a 2.5, because this card isn't bad. I mean, it is a +1. It's 3 for 3000, which isn't bad. But it makes you die a lot earlier. So yeah, 2.5 out of 5 for that. Next up is Olgate, Knight of Shadow. This is a darkness creature, level 6. It's a shadow champion. Just saying I like that artwork a lot. Its power is 5000. Its ability is Necro Charge. Whenever one of your creatures is banished, untap this creature. This card could be interesting. I think that in combination with Slayers, this card could be kind of cool. You could have like a Slayer on the field, and you just go attack with this. Attack with your Slayer on their monster and banish both, then untap this, and then attack again. Doesn't seem bad. You can either use it to clear the field, you can use that to break a lot of shields. But yeah, this card still, it isn't broken or anything. It's a complete combo card. It's not good on its own. So I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. It has some decent combos. But yeah, it's really bad on its own. And drawing this first turn would be a nightmare. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. Because it could have some interesting combos. If it was a double breaker, that would help it. If it was a double breaker, that would make it, like, broken. Alright, Return from Beyond. Oh my goodness, I like this card a lot. Alright. This is a darkness spell. It's level 4. It's a shield blast. It says, choose a non-evolution creature and you discard pile that is level 4 or less and put it into the battle zone. So to start, this is going to, at least to my knowledge, I don't know if there's things like missing timing in this game, like there is in Yu-Gi-Oh!, but yeah, to my knowledge, this will trigger stuff like Fumes and Hydra Spy. So yeah, that makes it really good. Your Fumes is going to die. Your Hydra Spy, which isn't amazing and isn't ran that much, but it could still be used if needed. Stuff like that. Stuff like Bronze Arm, which obviously with like Reap and Sow, which I'll probably get into in my later episode, will be used. There's still just lots of just interesting cards you can use this with that I'm probably just not thinking of off the top of my head right now. But yeah, Fumes is definitely one that comes to mind. And of course you can put something like a blocker or anything else like that in play. You know, if your opponent's trying to beat you and you use this to bring up a blocker, that can be really helpful. Then you just block their next attack. So yeah, I'm going to give this card a 3.5 out of 5. Actually, no, I'm going to say 4. 4 is good for now. Because there aren't many amazing targets for this card at the moment. But this card can be like really, really busted when they start making some more good cards for it. But yeah, this card with Fumes does seem really good. And if they hit in the Shield Blast, it seems good for protecting yourself with blockers and stuff like that. Alright, next up, I think I went down too far. Scavenging Chimera. This is a darkness creature that's level 2. It's a Chimera. And yeah, this is a... oh, it has power 1000 plus. Its ability is Heart of Darkness, the mono dark card. While all the cards in your mana zone are darkness, this creature gets plus 2000 power and has whenever this creature attacks, choose a card in your discard pile and return it to your hand. So basically, this becomes a Grave Scrounger for 2 less mana and 1,000 more power. The artwork is kind of weird. I kind of like it though. It's interesting. But yeah, this card is pretty good. I mean, it's definitely not bad. I don't think I would like focus a deck around this or anything. I don't think that this pushes Mono Darkness over the top or anything. Yeah, I mean, you have to have stuff in Grave. I mean, if you're dropping this turn 2, you're not really going to have anything in Grave unless you drop like a Blaze Belcher turn 1 or something. But then you wouldn't be playing Mono Darkness, so this wouldn't do anything anyways. But yeah, this card can be interesting after turn 2, I'll say that. So yeah, I'm going to give this a 3.5 out of 5 because it's interesting. It won't actually be good on turn 2, which is kind of a problem for it. But after turn 2, it starts to become a really good card. Alright. Alright, Screeching Scaradorable. This is a Darkness creature, level 4 Chimera. This is interesting because you can put Hydra Medusa right on this. It's 3,000 power. Its ability is Sonic Blast. When this creature enters the battle zone, choose target enemy creature. If it's level 2 or less, banish it. I'm not sure what happened there. Sorry about that. Alright, if it's level 2 or less, banish it. Otherwise, it can't block this turn. This card's really good. I understand why it's a super. It's kind of cool. Sorry, I didn't mean to zoom there. Alright, that's better. So yeah, this card is really interesting. Obviously, it's good bait for stuff like, what's it called? Hydra Medusa. And it's good on other Chimera evolutions as well. Its ability either banishes something or just prevents it from being used, or prevents the blocker from being used, which isn't bad. There's a lot of level 2 or less creatures that are really annoying. Playing against like water and stuff, you can get stuff like Refi. Yeah, this card isn't bad. I like it. I think it could be interesting. I'm going to give it a 3.5. It's an interesting card. Second effect could have been better. I think it could have been like Evo Fury and how it can't block or attack. That would have helped it a little more. But yeah, this card still isn't bad. 3,000 power is really good. For a 4 at least. And yeah. 2 cards left. Next up we have Slith. Alright, this is a Darkness creature that's level 3. Its race is Spectre. It's 2,000 power. Its ability is Undermine. Whenever this creature attacks, your opponent puts a top card of his or her deck into his or her discard pile. No. Who's gonna... I mean, not now. I mean, don't get me wrong. People can play Deck Out, which is really dumb. But if you want to, wait until more cards come out. This card's not... Not only will this card like not probably even be that good in a Deck Out deck, but like this card's just not even that good in general. This card's absolutely terrible outside of like a Deck Out deck. I mean, putting your opponent's card in the graveyard. If you're playing versus like a dark deck, they can just like get it back with a Dark Return or something. It's really dumb. With like Return from the Beyond coming out now, they can just get their stuff back. You can help them out. It's really not helpful at all. If anything, you might be helping out your opponent. I mean, sometimes you might get lucky and you might hit their, like, trump card. But, yeah, this card, if you do something good with it, it's just completely based around luck. It's not even good. This card gets a 1 out of 5. It's useless. Last card is Swamp Stench Worm. This is a Slayer. Rot Worm, level 4 creature, 2,000 power. That's it. This card is not terrible. If they ever make a Rotworm evolution, I don't think this card would be bad. It's basically the same thing as... Crap, I don't remember that card's name. The same thing as this, except it's level 4 or level 3 and has 1,000 power. Both of those don't really see that much play, so I mean, I don't think this card will either. I'm going to give this a 2.5 out of 5. It's interesting. And, yeah. Alright, so that's all for this episode. So yeah, I hope you guys like this, and next up will be Fire. Peace.